What's up, everybody? I don't typically record videos such as this. I'm normally playing like games such as Call of Duty or occasionally iRacing, but I actually have been playing this game a ton since it released. I just haven't really posted any videos of it. Like I occasionally live stream it, but I don't typically I haven't posted a video of it until now, but I actually plan to now that I've got a proper setup to record commentaries with. So I'm going to go ahead and start posting the videos on this. Anyway, this is actually typically a build I don't run, but this is a build I run if we don't have a healer in a group, which, by the way, if you don't run with a healer in Division in this day and age, then you're doing something wrong. You need a healer, especially if you're going to PvP to keep yourself alive. People are doing so much damage now, and armor mitigation is non-existent as well. Anyway, this is my healer build. I'm running 4 tacticians. That's really good for PvP because what you're really looking for in this particular build is skill haste, which is how long your skills take to cool down if you don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna start off with this chest piece here. I'm going to vigorous chest piece because it's almost a no-brainer to run vigorous for any sort of healing build, especially if you're with a healer, but even with a healer build, because it gives you yourself an overdose as well, or overheal as well, sorry. But anyway, here, I'll take off the mods with it so you can see how it's based. I think it's a really good roll overall. The only thing I think is not that great about it is ammo capacity is not rolled on instead of kill XP, but that's fine because these 2 attributes and this is what I really want. Anyway, that's just 2 alpha max roll here. It's got 12 Senate electronics. I rolled this for health because I mean, I know you want specifically electronics and all that and skill power, but you can't roll it for a chest piece anyway. And I'm pretty sure health is better than something like enemy armor damage, since I'm not meant to do damage with this build. So I rolled health, and you got 7% skill haste as well. And what you want, like I said, is skill haste on all the mods you can possibly get them on. I have skill haste on this one. I don't have it on this one yet. I have yet to get another one with skill haste on it. I'll probably just have to craft it. But so far, I'll show you the stats at the end to see what I'm at. Actually, I have pretty good skill haste as it is. Anyway, moving on to the backpack. Some people will argue that it's better to run a specialized backpack, which I could have found an electronics backpack and made one of it by now. But you have to remember, it adds 200% of firearms and stamina skill power, which I don't really have much of either, so it really won't give me much anyway to roll with it. So instead of rolling inventive, because it gives me a percent increase of 15% at full health of skill power. The thing is though, what it doesn't oh shoot, I forgot to change my skills around, but anyway, what it doesn't take into effect is, or what it does take into effect, I believe, is since you're always going to be overhealed anyway, it will always be procced right there. It'll always be procced. So no matter what, you're always going to have an extra 15%, especially with that overheal. As long as you are full health, that's another reason why I run vigorous. So I can keep that full overheal. And it'll still be procced, see, as it keeps coming down. Right up to this point. Here, just to prove it. Give myself a nade. And see, this is a heal. I'll talk about the skills I use in a second. But anyway, see, it's fully healing to me now. Back up to 389k skill power. Actually, I probably should do that again just to make sure it proves. See, look how quick my heal already cooled down. But anyway, once this goes down, you'll see the drop in it anyway. Alright, look at my skill power now. See, 342. And since I'm out of combat, I'll heal fully anyway. So we'll see how much it goes up. 89. Do it over heal again. I shouldn't take my health away. See, look. I'm in a status effect. Okay. Use a med kit. See, I still have 389k skill power. So, and since I have such a high skill cooldown or skill haste, I'm always going to be at full health. So this is way better to have than specialist, in my opinion. Anyway, moving on to the mask. Electronics again. Everything's rolled to electronics this whole build. Everything. Because you want to be full. You want to go out. If you want to be a committed healer to the group, you want to be all electronics because you're not meant to do damage. You can't be selfish with this build. You have to build towards your team with this. So anyway, I've got electronics roll on this one again with skill. I got 3% skill haste mod as well. It's a good roll. I rolled it for electronics, just one off max roll. So I love that. And 3% skill haste again. My mods. This I don't think I can get a better roll on these bats if I tried. Our main healer in the group is actually pretty jealous of the set, but he's got a good set of his own anyway. But speaking of, when he's playing, I play DPS, which I'll actually be posting a video of my main DPS build anyway. But for the time being, I'm posting my healer build because this is something I don't normally run, and I love running it a lot because it's something way different from what I normally run. And it's fun, it's just fun to use because I have to play so much differently. Anyway, knee pads here, as you saw, they 1240 electronics. I mean, not the highest roll, as far as the electronics roll goes. I got skill power on these already. Burn, shock, and bleed resistance. I think that's a really good roll on it, especially the burn and shock, especially because people run shock turrets and seeker mines constantly. It's really crazy these days. How much people run those two. Shocks especially can be really bad. And okay, we're at gloves now. Again, 1201 electronics, not the best roll on these, but 8% skill haste. I'm pretty sure it's max. If I'm not mistaken, you can go to 9, but no big deal. Anyway, health on kill, crit chance, not really a big deal because you can't roll skill power on gloves anyway. And lastly, our tactician holster, 972 armor. That's pretty decent. The max roll, as you can see, is 1000. I think you'll occasionally see 1001 armor. And again, skill haste. You have to roll for skill haste. You have to not be selfish. You have to roll to keep your team alive. You have to do this for the team. This is what this kind of build is for. This is a team build. This is benefit everyone, not yourself. Anyway, I'll show the stats on it. Skills, 48% skill haste. See, that one mod that doesn't have the 3% takes me off the cap because the cap is 50%. So I mean, that's still not that bad. I'm only 2% off of the cap. It could be a lot worse, but it's not a big deal really. Anyway, we'll go to my skills now. I roll with defib because he heals over time, and he heals a lot over time as well. Okay. Anyway, it heals a lot over time. That's why I like to use it. And this is actually something they're addressing with the new patch that comes out tomorrow, which, by the way, isn't affecting anything with what I'm posting as of right now. So that's why I'm just going ahead and doing it. Anyway, you shoot this on the ground right here over someone who's down, and it revives them, which is really nice to have. And it has a really good initial heal as well, because it'll heal most people fully, because most people have around 200 to 250k health. And after the initial heal, over time it goes a lot further, as you can see right there. That'll heal pretty much anybody, even someone who's running like a tankier build. And then we got Immunizer. It's kind of a no-brainer for a full healer build, because it gets rid of status effects. See, it removes status effects and makes it makes allies immune while within the effective area. It's not really meant to heal, not like a skill like this, but it's meant to protect you, like, because people can be throwing fire nades or drop a shock or a fire turret in there as long as it's within the range of it, which is not terrible considering I'm not running Reclaimer. Here, I'll put it down here. Still got a decent range on it. It's enough to, you know, hide behind cover and still be behind, or still be within the circle. So you'll be protected from most things such as that, as long as they will focus it. See, that's why you got to be smart with where you place it. Let me see if I can get it to go in this wheel to show you. Oh wait, wrong one. See, like if you throw it behind a car or something like that, they'll have to go around the car to focus it, and you'll probably be able to kill them before they can kill it. You're smart enough with it. And even then, it's still nice. It'll give you an overheal, as you saw there. Okay. Now, talents, which I believe I didn't update like an idiot for this video. Let's see, you definitely want triage. It's kind of a no-brainer. You're not going to be doing damage with this, so tactical advance is pointless. Battle Buddy's nice, but I would rather have I'd rather have, let's see, is this it, or oh wait, no, this is it. I'd rather have Death by Proxy. Destroy a hostile's deployed skill to increase skill power by 20% for 30 seconds, and it affects you as, I think that means groups, agents, but I'm not 100%, but regardless, it gives you a skill power boost, which is something you really want, because skill power scales really well with this patch, and it should with the next one as well. Anyway, the next talent, we've got Critical Save. Gives you, I mean, using a medkit or low health increases damage resist by 20% for 10 seconds. And you combine that with Combat Medic as well. Actually, I don't think they combine. I think that only affects you. Yeah, it affects just you, agent. But this affects the group. You definitely want to run this Spirit Healer, or regardless if you're playing in a group, because it can really save someone's life in a gunfight. Like if you're unable to get, if you're not, like if your skills are on cooldown or something like that, it really helps to be able to pop a med kit if someone's at low health, just to give them a little bit of health, stay alive until your skills cool down. Which, by the way, I don't think I mentioned it. You might have seen it. The cooldown for my defib, 14.4 seconds. That's really good to have. Why does it keep switching? Sorry about that. Yeah, 14.4 seconds skills cooldown. So as you can tell, I know it's a kind of a long time in a fight, but not really if you think about it. Like, I healed myself. If my teammates would have ran through that as well, I'd probably already have my heal back by now, or damn near it. Hell, it already is. See, it's already cooled down. Can use it again if I want to. Put my station down, blow it up. Station, I think, takes a little bit longer to cool down. Or not. 11.4 seconds? Damn. Yeah, it's already cooled down. That's all. See, that's why you gotta have skill haste, so you can constantly keep healing your team. And I forgot to talk about the 4-piece bonus with the set. Okay, 2-piece, again, skill haste. So you can stack on top of that and really make your skill haste maximum, which is 50%, like I said earlier. You get a boost in skill power, which is really nice. Then you got the 4-piece, which is every bullet your group hits enemies with adds 0.2% skill power for you up to a max of 30% bonus, and it's active until you use a skill. I'm gonna see on the firing range real quick if it'll stack right here, because I don't have any gameplay recorded of it actually stacking with my group right now. But what I'll do is I'll go to the firing range and see if it stacks that way to give you an idea what kind of boost you'll get. I could remember how to get to the firing range. Oh, this is dumb. Okay, down here. Right. So I'll go up to this target right here. Okay, it is stacking. It's obviously going to go up a whole lot slower. I'm the only one shooting. If it was a group of 4 shooting, it would go up a whole lot faster. I would have already been at 30% by now. Anyway, I'll go till it's max. And look, 483k skill power. That's a whole 100,000 more than what I start with. That is huge. And when you go to your heals again, look at that. That'll heal anybody pretty much almost all the way. And if it doesn't, the one burst from the overtime heal should fully heal them. And look at that, 445,000 HP overtime. It's hard to ignore how good that is, especially with Tactician. And once you use your skill, it's only gonna take 14 seconds before I can still heal you for like about 100k less. And the skill cooldown, wait, 10 point. Oh, it helps your skill cooldowns too. I forgot about that. Having more electronics, I guess, helps it, because it brought it down like 1.3 seconds for this, as well as this. Like, actually, it brought this down even more, 10.4. Like, that's incredible to have that. Like, so if people were doing a ton of damage and just hitting their shots, it'll help your skill cooldown even more, on top of having something like triage. And I totally screwed that up. Triage right here affects your group too. So if you're running a group of 4 and they all run through it, your skills are almost all already cooled back down, especially with such a high skill haste like I'm running here in this build. I suppose that's pretty much it. I don't think I really have much else to talk about. That's the build. I don't have any gameplay with it as of right now, I'll try to get some for it. Give you an idea how much it'll heal someone for, but I'll show my my DPS build in the next video. But I run around 250k health with it, and as you can see here, especially with this, it'll pretty much heal me fully. And one burst from the overheal will get me at, it'll heal me and way overheal. It's ridiculously overpowered. This build's nice for PvP because it's high skill cooldown or low skill cooldown, however you want to put it. It's really nice for PvP to keep the group alive, especially with the defib, which I'm so glad they're patching them more, because there's been so many times where I've gone to shoot a player or someone in my group to revive them with it, and it just doesn't work, and I've had to manually go do it or have my immunizer down. I believe they can revive in it. I know I'm a noob for not knowing this, but I don't typically play healers, so sue me. But anyway, yeah, they're addressing that as well, and I'll put the link to the patch notes in my in the description as well. And I'll probably go ahead and record another video with my DPS build tomorrow, or today rather. So look out for 2 videos today, and I might try to get an iRacing video in it as well. Anyway, that'll be all for today. Stay tuned for the next one, guys. Have a good one.